Have you ever wondered what you could achieve by learning a new language for just 30 minutes a day? Well, I decided to put it to the test with Polish. My name's Anastasia, and for the past month, I've been running an experiment. Can you really learn a language in just half an hour a day? Spoiler, the results surprised me. In this video, I'll take you through my journey, what I learned, the strategies I used, and what it feels like to dive into one of the world's most unique and fascinating languages. So stick around, you might just be inspired to start your own language experiment. Before we start, I really want to mention something important. Polish is a Slavic language, and I am a native speaker of two Slavic languages, Russian and Ukrainian, which are often considered similar to Polish. While they really share a lot of similarities, these are quite different languages, and I found Polish pretty challenging for myself. Nevertheless, I realized that it might be much easier for me than for someone who doesn't speak any Slavic language. At the same time, because I speak three Slavic languages, the third is Croatian, it really confuses me a lot sometimes, and it happens that it's easier for me to remember the word in English than in Polish, because a lot of words are similar and they have little differences between them, and it's so hard to remember. So I'd say me speaking other Slavic languages is like a double-edged sword. It's good and bad at the same time, but I still believe it's more good than bad, and it still makes it much easier for me than for someone who doesn't speak Slavic languages. Now, I've been documenting my journey, so in order to avoid repeating myself, let me show you some clips that I took through this journey to walk you through this. My desk looks super cozy. I'm so ready to start my Polish learning journey. I got flowers, candles, coffee, water, my notebook, and I found a playlist Polish for beginners, so I'm gonna just start with these videos here. And lesson 1 is just 24 minutes long, so let's get started. So today is the first day. I just wanted to make this video to kind of document how much Polish I do know currently, and that's not much, so it's gonna be short. I only know a few words in Polish. Haven't started yet, I haven't checked anything yet. So what I know is dzień dobry, kobieta, sklep, dziękuję, pani mówi po polsku, and that's it. Yeah, I don't remember anything else in Polish, so as you can see, I am a complete beginner, so let's see what comes out of it. Hey, so it's been a week since I started learning Polish from scratch. As you know, I'm doing an experiment and I'm learning Polish for 30 minutes a day for the whole month. But sometimes I learn like for 35 or 40 minutes. I really try not to exceed the limit of the 30 minutes just for the sake of the experiment, but sometimes I really want to spend more time on that. But okay, what can I say? Polish is definitely harder than I expected it to be, but it's an extremely interesting and beautiful language. I'm enjoying it so far, and well, spelling and reading rules are quite a challenge, and some things I still don't understand, like why do you need so many letter combinations for the sound she, like this is she, this is she, this is she, and this is she. Why can't you just use one? I will learn it eventually, I hope. But yeah, so what could I learn in 1 week so far? I've learned the alphabet, or how to read Polish, not perfectly yet, but I'm trying. I've learned how to introduce myself, how to ask some basic questions, how to use some polite phrases, and how to conjugate some verbs like być, muć, mieć, mieszkać, or else mówić, and something else. I cannot remember it right now. But yeah, let me just tell you something in Polish so you can see what I've learned so far. Cześć, mam na imię Anastazja i jestem z Ukrainy. Mieszkam w Chorwacji. Mieszkam w mieszkaniu w mieście. This is like a tongue twister. Mówię po angielsku, po niemiecku, po ukraińsku, po rosyjsku i po chorwacku.
I można tak powiedzieć, mało rozumiem po polsku. A ty? Jak się masz? Jak się masz na imię? Skąd jesteś? Gdzie mieszkasz? W jakim języku mówisz? That's it. I've also learned how to say something polite like gdzie pani mieszka or jak się pan nazywa. This is like when you talk to someone in a formal situation. Then I've learned some phrases like przepraszam, przepraszam, co to jest, przepraszam, gdzie to jest, przepraszam, możesz mi pomóc, or some phrases like this, proszę. Yeah, and I guess that's basically it. Maybe something else, some more words like dom, sklep, something else. I cannot just remember everything right now, but in general, I've learned how to introduce myself and say basic information about myself and how to ask the other person too, how to conjugate some verbs. I'm starting to understand the patterns, how the verbs are conjugated, and how to just, I don't know, say sorry or say you're welcome or say thank you, dziękuję or dzięki. And also dzień dobry, dobry wieczór, dobry wieczór, na razie I do widzenia. Yeah, this is it. I am going to keep learning Polish and I'm gonna share this with you, of course. So I hope you are enjoying it so far and I will see you in the next video.
The next video was taken after 15 days.
Welcome to day 15 of studying Polish. So yeah, it's day 15 since I started learning Polish and I am pretty happy with the results so far. In 2 weeks or in 15 days, I've learned how to introduce myself, how to meet someone, how to ask some basic questions like what's your name, where are you from, what do you like to do, what are your hobbies and interests, what do you do, like what's your job. I also can answer these questions myself, so basically I can meet someone and exchange basic information. I can also talk a little bit about the place I live in. So I learned genders and like how do we use adjectives with different genders. And I've also learned days of the week, how to count from 1 to 10. I've learned some basic conjugations. Cases is not a very hard topic for me because we have it in my native language, so it's still new, it's different from my native languages, but I understand the concept and it's easier for me to, I guess, to understand this. It's if you have cases in your native language, it's going to be much easier for you than if you don't. So yeah, I guess for 15 days that's a good result. Like 30 minutes a day is not so hard. I can't say that I am like overwhelmed or something like that, no. And I knew that consistency is important, but now doing this kind of experiment, I can feel it even more and it inspires me not only to learn Polish, but also like in other areas of my life, because I can see that, well, you are dedicating not a very long time to something, but you do it every day and you can see the results much quicker than if you spend like 1-2 hours per week for the same amount of time. I mean, if I just had 4 lessons during these 15 days or 6 lessons, I guess the results would be not as noticeable as they are right now, at least for me. So consistency is really a key and I'm so motivated, like in sports, in other areas of my life right now. I love the experiment and I'm excited to see how much I could learn by the end of the month. So stay with me and we will see it soon. Bye bye.
I started these experiments on the 1st of November and today it's the 2nd of December as I'm filming this video. So I'm not gonna repeat too much from the previous clips I showed you. Let me just say something in Polish so you can see how much I could learn in 1 month. Cześć! Mam na imię Anastazja I uczę się języka polskiego. Ja jestem z Ukrainy, ale mieszkam w Chorwacji z chłopakiem. Moja rodzina mieszka na Ukrainie. Moi rodzice mają psa. On nazywa się Jim. A mam też siostrę. Ona ma 24 lata. Moja siostra jest mężatka i interesuje się sztuką. Ja lubię języki obce. Mówię po angielsku, niemiecku, ukraińsku, rosyjsku, chorwacku i trochę po polsku. Lubię pić kawę w kawiarniach i czytać książki. Moje mieście ma dużo kawiarni. Moje miasto jest małe, ale piękne. Ja jestem sympatyczną i wysportowaną dziewczyną. I mam zielone oczy i brązowe włosy. Dzisiaj jest poniedziałek i ja mam czas. A ty? Jak masz na imię? Czym się zajmujesz? Pracujesz? Studiujesz? Gdzie mieszkasz? Masz dużą rodzinę? Jak wyglądasz? And so on. I definitely learned more than I just said, but I don't know how to fit all of that into one speech to show you the skills. I've learned more, as I said in the previous videos, but yeah, for now, this is what I wanted to say. And as I've learned Polish, it wasn't like every day I was learning something new. There were days when I was just repeating the vocabulary I've learned on the previous day in order to not forget it. And half an hour is not that much. Like sometimes it just takes you half an hour to go over the vocabulary you've learned. Because I was doing like writing flashcards. If you've ever tried learning with Buzu app, they have like flashcards where you have to type what the word is from your memory. And with Polish spelling, you definitely do a lot of mistakes. But looking back, I'm pretty happy with the results because I could have just spent this time mindlessly scrolling, and instead I did something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I started learning Polish for two reasons, basically. The first reason is my great grandparents were Polish, so I have Polish roots, and this connection gave me an unexplainable desire to learn this language. The second reason is I'm planning to visit Poland, and I really want to be able to say something in Polish at the cafe or the store, and anywhere, and I hope people will not switch to English too fast. Now, let me tell you what I think about this method in general. It's definitely better than nothing and it helped me stay consistent. However, sometimes 30 minutes felt too short and it's definitely not enough time to dive deeply into the language. In the future, I'd consider a different schedule, like a mix of shorter sessions on a daily basis plus longer, deeper sessions like a couple of times a week. Am I going to keep learning Polish? Definitely yes. My goal isn't to become fluent in it, I just want to learn it to the conversational level for traveling where I can understand like everyday interactions. However, who knows, maybe I'll fall in love and aim for fluency one day. I also want to mention that I used Buzu app and YouTube videos only, so I had just these two main resources. Oh no, and ChatGPT of course. So let's say three resources to learn Polish. And I guess if I had a better structure, that would have been better. So if you have any recommendations for the resources I could use to learn Polish, please share them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, share in the comments below if you are going to learn any new language soon and what is the strategy you are going to be using. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!